My name's Darren Hill. My job title is a senior technical consultant. I work in professional services for a Cisco Gold Partner, and I have done for the last 10 years. Personally, I've been offering Cisco ISE for sort of the last 3 or 4 years. So been involved with ISE from sort of small deployments, upgrades, and that type of thing. We see a lot of customers wanting to use Cisco ISE primarily for sort of 802.1x, wired and wireless, also for sort of posture, device administration, guest access. I think the visibility element, and the ability for customers to be able to see what devices are actually on their network, because without a NAC type solution like ISE, they have no idea what devices are connected to their network. The ability to be able to authenticate, the devices via MAB or, the supplicants themselves. A lot of our customers who come to us have not got any sort of NAC solution in place at all, so no radius, or some have maybe Microsoft NPS or something along those lines, but Cisco ISE is far superior, gives them far much more visibility. The policies are more configurable, so the ability to do dynamic access lists and dynamic VLAN assignment, that type of thing. It gives them sort of a different level of security altogether. I don't know really how you improve it. In all honesty, I think it's a great product. If I compare Cisco ISE with something like ClearPass, for example, it's a lot more intuitive. All the workflows and the work centers are there, that give you all the building blocks you need to be able to configure it, and it's quite easy to manage. I think if I was going to improve anything, it would be sort of to look at the migration and ease of migration. It's really difficult at the moment if you're running sort of ISE 2.1 and you want to go to ISE 3.1, 3.2. That whole upgrade path, and particularly the licensing, is quite a minefield to sort out. So if I was to want anything to be easier, it would be along those lines. Yeah, I mean, it's great at doing that. The operational logs, live logs, as soon as you spot anything, you can just one click and you're able to, stop that device getting access to the network. So it's, very responsive and quick in that sense. Maybe some customers with ACS and NPS potentially consolidating device admin and the NAC aspect into one platform. If I take the two that I really sort of can compare it with, would be Microsoft NPS, whereas I've already sort of touched on ISE has got a lot more features, and you can do a lot more with ISE policy-wise than you can with NPS. I've also got limited experience with ClearPass, and ClearPass is a lot more difficult to configure and manage and less intuitive. And sort of the visibility side of ISE is far superior with that as a product as well. I think Cisco ISE can be fairly straightforward when you're looking at like device admin. 802.1x, wired is and MAB is quite easy to deploy. As you then start to look at guest access, profiling, posture and that type of thing, it does sort of ramp up a little bit and get a little bit more involved, as it were. So yeah, some stuff straightforward and others is not so much. Generally, over the last few years, it's been mainly sort of virtual appliances, sort of deployed on-prem, but we're now starting to see sort of a shift and sort of really wanting to move to cloud, sort of Azure type deployments. So I'm doing some labs this week actually on that very sort of topic, because we're seeing so many requests for cloud. We see a lot of customers sort of frustrated with Cisco TAC because maybe they're not getting the responsiveness that they believe they should be getting. But as a gold partner, my company are able to sort of leverage their influence, and our customers come to us and we can escalate stuff for them and find that, you know, we use our influence, we're able to get stuff remediated like fairly quickly. So, you know, we find them, you know, they respond to us better than maybe our experience is different to our customers, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, as a sort of product, it's been around for many years now. I think where it is now, particularly since sort of ISE version 3, stability-wise, it's pretty reliable. We know the versions to avoid, you know, the stable versions, you know, and sort of generally, apart from sort of upgrades and that type of thing, it's pretty solid. A lot of customers I see are probably sort of small sort of deployments, you know, maybe a sort of single node or a 2-node cluster. But we know the product does scale. We do have customers, you know, that scale, you know, beyond just the 2 nodes and have some 2 nodes and various BSNs. So it is, you know, it's proven scalable products. Yeah, I mean, I'd give it 9 out of 10. Like I say, there's some sort of hurdles to be gotten over with upgrade and licensing in particular, which probably why I wouldn't give it a 10.